Good evening and welcome to News Tonight on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Tina Jha. Before we go over to the headlines, Rajya Sabha TV appeals to all its viewers to stay safe from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Wear face masks, wash hands and face regularly, and maintain physical distancing while stepping outside. Remember, these very simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the pandemic. And now, let's get you the headlines of the day. Dialogue only way to resolve issues and doubts of farmers, says Vice President MK Narayanan on National Farmers' Day. Emphasizes need to make agriculture profitable and sustainable. Farm reforms will continue, asserts Union Agriculture Minister Narendrasingh. Government to release second installment of PM Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme tomorrow. 9 crore farmers to get 18,000 crore rupees as direct bank transfers. Government approves post-matric scholarship scheme for scheduled caste students. Cabinet amends guidelines related to DTH services. Approves merger of 4 film organizations with National Film Development Corporation. With 75 seats, BJP emerges as the single largest party in Jammu and Kashmir district council elections. Union Ministers Amit Shah and Ravi Shankar Prasad call it a victory of democracy. The Gupkar alliance of 7 parties gets 100 seats. And active COVID cases fall below 3% of the total cases. National recovery rate rises to 95.69%. Vice President MK Narayanan stressed on Wednesday that dialogue is the only way forward to resolve the issues raised by farmers. Interacting with a delegation of farmers on Kisan Divas at his residence in Hyderabad, the Vice President said any issue could be resolved only through talks. He added that the government has already said it is ready to hold a dialogue with the farmers' organizations.
The youth of the country, they should be attracted towards agriculture. The government of India, state government, they are doing their best, but still, unless people also totally cooperate, will not succeed. With regard to other issues, because I'm not into politics, I don't want to talk politics and about these agitations and all. The only thing is, I feel that any issue has to be sorted out through dialogue. There is no other way other than dialogue, farmers' issues, or for that matter, any issues of our sections of the society. The dialogue is the way forward. One must have dialogue from time to time. Government also would always be ready for dialogue, and also any organization, including farmers' organization, they must be ready for dialogue.
The Vice President said the food security and progress of the country were closely linked to agriculture. He stressed on the need to protect it, make it sustainable and profitable. Stating that the government has taken several initiatives to double the incomes of farmers, the Vice President stressed on the need to increase productivity and also make agriculture climate resilient.
Agriculture is our basic culture. India's future is linked with agriculture, because first thing for any human being is food. So for food, you need to have food security. Farmers are the people who produce food. And now, of late, it is not only the question of food, it is a question of producing protein food and eating protein food. Protein, paddy or wheat alone will not suffice. Then we have to diversify the crops also. then go for new varieties which will yield more crop and also result in making agriculture viable. That is the purpose.
The Vice President further said it was equally important to create adequate infrastructure, including cold storage facilities, transport and marketing mechanism for the farmers. The delegation of farmers that met the Vice President also shared their experiences with him. They disclosed that after switching to organic and natural farming, they were getting good profits due to diversification and intercrop cultivation.
On this day of Kisan Divas, I thought of interacting with some of the progressive farmers who are into organic or natural farming and know their experience, the result they are getting for the new experiments, and also the problems. That's the purpose of inviting all of you today. Very happy that you have come here.
Agriculture Minister Narendrasingh announced on Wednesday that 18,000 crore rupees will be transferred into the accounts of 9 crore farmers on the occasion of former Prime Minister and BJP veteran Atal Bihari Vajpayee's birth anniversary on 25th of December. The financial benefits come as a part of the second installment of the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. The Agriculture Minister informed that the Prime Minister will also have a conversation with farmers from 6 different states during the event.
25 दिसंबर को जब सुशासन दिवस है, उस दिन 9 करोड़ किसानों को 18,000 करोड़ रुपया एक बटन दबाकर 2 घंटे के भीतर 9 करोड़ किसानों को उनके अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर किया जाएगा। इस कार्यक्रम में मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी रहेंगे।
Narendrasingh Tomar also asserted that the government was working towards filling all the gaps in the agriculture sector through various reforms that were being rolled out.
अभी तक 6 लाख करोड़ रुपए का ऋण प्रवाह किसानी के क्षेत्र में होता था। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने इसको बढ़ाकर 15 लाख करोड़ रुपया किया। मोदी जी के इस अभियान को गंभीरता से लेते हुए 1 करोड़ से अधिक नए किसानों को केसीसी के कवर के अंतर्गत लाए और उसके आधार पर उनको 1 लाख करोड़ रुपया इन 8 महीने के भीतर किसानों को देने का काम किया। यह भी हम लोगों के लिए निश्चित रूप से प्रसन्नता की बात है। बाकी कृषि सुधार की दृष्टि से, एमएसपी को भी परिमार्जित करने की दृष्टि से बहुत सारी बातें हम सब लोगों के मन में भी हैं, किसान नेताओं के मन में भी हैं, किसानों के मन में भी हैं। निश्चित रूप से जैसा मैंने कहा कि कुछ सुधार हुए हैं और अभी बहुत सारे सुधार आने वाले कल में कृषि के क्षेत्र में किए जाने हैं।
On National Farmers' Day on Wednesday, Union Agriculture Minister Narendrasingh Tomar also reiterated that the government is ready for a discussion anytime at the convenience of the farmers' unions. He also added that he is hopeful that the farmers' unions will discuss the government's proposal and can suggest whatever changes that they want in it.
मैं पूरी तरह आशावान हूं कि हमारे किसान यूनियंस चर्चा करेंगे और हमने जो उनको आग्रह किया है सरकार की ओर से कि वो सरकार के प्रस्ताव पर क्या टिप्पणी करना चाहते हैं, उस प्रस्ताव पर क्या जोड़ना चाहते हैं, क्या घटाना चाहते हैं, वो हमको बताएंगे और कब उनको सुविधा है वार्ता करने के लिए वो तारीख और समय हमें बताएंगे। तो भारत सरकार पूरी तरह वार्ता के लिए उनके साथ तैयार है। कि मेरी प्रार्थना किसानों से, किसान यूनियन से है कि वो कृषि सुधार बिलों की भावनाओं को समझें, उसके प्रावधानों को समझें और अगर उन्हें कोई आपत्ति है तो जरूर सरकार को अवगत कराएं। सरकार किसान की हर समस्या पर विचार करने के लिए खुले मन से तैयार है और मुझे आशा है कि हम लोग समाधान की दिशा में बहुत ईमानदारी पूर्वक बढ़ेंगे और रास्ता निकलेगा, क्योंकि इतिहास इस बात का साक्षी है।
Farmers' Day or Kisan Divas is observed on 23rd of December every year to commemorate the birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Chaudhary Charan Singh. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi and Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs Arjun Ram Meghwal, along with several other parliamentarians, paid floral tributes to the former Prime Minister in the Central Hall of Parliament on Wednesday. They remembered him as a true farmers' leader. A booklet containing the profile of Chaudhary Charan Singh by the Lok Sabha Secretariat was also presented to the dignitaries on the occasion. Vice President MK Narayanan remembered former Prime Minister as a man of impeccable integrity. He said that Chaudhary Charan Singh cared deeply for the farmers and made invaluable efforts for their upliftment. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla also paid tribute to the former Prime Minister. He said that Chaudhary Charan Singh's birth anniversary is celebrated as Kisan Divas, as a symbol of gratitude by the countrymen to the farmers. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi also paid tribute to the fifth Prime Minister of India, Chaudhary Charan Singh. He said that the former Prime Minister devoted his entire life for the development of villages and farmers in the country and launched many farmer-friendly policies. Moving on, the Union Cabinet, headed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday, approved 59,000 crore rupees post-matric scholarship scheme for 4 crore scheduled caste students. It also gave its nod for revised DTH service guidelines, besides deciding to go ahead with the merger of 5 film media units. Here's a report. In a big push for education, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs on Wednesday approved major changes in the centrally sponsored scheme post-matric scholarship for scheduled castes. The Cabinet approved investment of 59,048 crore rupees, of which the centre will spend 60%, estimated at 35,534 crore rupees. The state government will provide the rest of the amount. Briefing media persons, Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Thawarchand Gehlot said, the new changes will benefit over 4 crore scheduled caste students over the next 5 years.
ये छात्रवृत्ति देने का प्रावधान जो किया है वो 60-40 का 3 साल का एवरेज निकालेंगे और उसमें जो धनराशि आएगी उसका 60% केंद्र देगा और 40% राज्य लगाएगा। ये 5 साल के लिए लागू रहेगा और हर साल 5% धनराशि की बढ़ोतरी की जाएगी और वो बढ़ोतरी के मान से 5वें साल में जाकर के करीब हम 6,000 करोड़ रुपए एक साल के देना प्रारंभ करेंगे। 5 साल का एवरेज हमने निकाला है, 59,000 करोड़ की राशि इस पर खर्च होगी। उसमें से केंद्र का हिस्सा 35,534 करोड़ होगा।
The government also approved the revision in guidelines for providing direct-to-home services in the country. Briefing the media, Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said, DTH licenses will be issued for 20 years and license fee will be collected quarterly. He added that guidelines have been amended to allow 100% FDI in DTH services. The Union Cabinet also approved the merger of Films Division, Directorate of Film Festivals, the National Film Archives of India and Children's Film Society India with National Film Development Corporation.
Films Division, Children Film Society, National Film Archives, डायरेक्टर ऑफ फिल्म फेस्टिवल, इन चारों संस्थाओं का एनएफडीसी में विलय करने का निर्णय हुआ है। सभी जो काम चल रहे हैं, यानी जो फिल्म डिवीजन काम कर रही है, जो चिल्ड्रन फिल्म सोसाइटी काम कर रही है, जो डायरेक्टर फिल्म फेस्टिवल काम कर रहा है, जो NFI काम कर रहा है, वो सारे काम चलते रहेंगे, वो नहीं बंद होंगे। संस्था जो अलग अलग थी उसके जगह एक संस्था होगी।
The government further approved an ordinance for extending National Capital Territory of Delhi Laws Special Provisions Act for 3 more years, giving protection to unauthorized colonies from punitive action in Delhi. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed the Union Cabinet's decision on post-matric scholarship. In a Twitter message, he said that the Cabinet decision on post-matric scholarship will ensure greater educational access to the scheduled caste communities. He further added that ensuring top quality and affordable education to our youth is an important focus area for the government. And talking about the first ever District Development Council polls held in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Results for 278 seats out of 280 were declared on Wednesday. The BJP has emerged as the single largest party, winning 75 seats in the DDC polls. The party also has the maximum vote share in Jammu and Kashmir. The Jammu and Kashmir National Conference Party has won 67 seats, while Mehbooba Mufti-led PDP has won 27 seats. The Congress Party secured 26 seats. Altaf Bukhari's Jammu and Kashmir Apni Party registered victory on 12 seats, while independent candidates won on 50 seats. Voting was held in 8 phases from 28th of November to the 19th of December for 280 DDC seats.
जो 278 नुमाइंदे हमारे नए बने हैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट डेवलपमेंट काउंसिल के, डिफरेंट पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज़ के, इंडिपेंडेंट्स बहुत सारे आए हैं, इसमें इलेक्शन जीत के आए हैं। मैं इन सबको बधाई देता हूं। ये बड़े बधाई के पात्र हैं। जम्मू कश्मीर के जो स्टेज पे हमारी इस समय डेवलपमेंट चल रही है, उसके बीच में ये नई गवर्नमेंट का बढ़ना बड़ा ज़रूरी है, बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण है। और इसके लिए एक तरीके से पूरी एक मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हो गई। जैसे ही जम्मू कश्मीर की गवर्नमेंट ने लॉ में ये चेंजेस लाई और डिस्ट्रिक्ट डेवलपमेंट काउंसिल का ये आया, तो बड़ी एक्टिव पार्टिसिपेशन रही है लोगों की।
Thanking the people of Jammu and Kashmir for voting for the BJP and making it the single largest party, Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said, this goes on to prove the immense trust and faith posed by the people of Kashmir in the policies of the centre.
जम्मू कश्मीर में जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट डेवलपमेंट काउंसिल्स के चुनाव हुए हैं, वो चुनाव को अगर हम 2-3 शब्दों में कहें तो लोकतंत्र की जीत है, जम्मू कश्मीर के अवाम की जीत है, आशा की जीत है, विक्ट्री ऑफ होप। और भारत के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने जो कश्मीर के लिए सोचा, भविष्य के लिए, उस सोच की जीत है। कश्मीर में घाटी में कमल खिला है, कश्मीर में हर जगह बिजली पहुंच गई है, पानी पहुंचा है। ये राष्ट्रपति शासन, केंद्र के सहयोग से आज डेवलपमेंट वहां पहुंचा है। हम लोग भी जाते हैं, देखते हैं, आप भी जाके देखते हैं। तो लोगों ने वर्षों के बाद मरकज का पैसा पंचायत में पहुंचा है, मरकज मतलब सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, और काम हुआ है। तब इसके कारण लोगों की लोकतंत्र में आस्था पनपी है।
हमें भी मान के चलना होगा कि कुछ जगहों में जमात में कुछ बुनियादी कमजोरियां हैं, कुछ जगहों में जहां हम उम्मीद कर रहे थे कि हम कामयाब होंगे, हम वहां सीट नहीं निकाल पाए। तो हमारे पास मौका है जमात को मजबूत करने का, क्योंकि जमात है तो सब कुछ है।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah also congratulated the people of Jammu and Kashmir for the high turnout in the District Development Council elections. In a series of Twitter messages, Amit Shah said the results will further boost the morale and trust of the people of Jammu and Kashmir in democracy. The Home Minister said the BJP, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, will continue to work relentlessly towards the prosperity and development of Jammu and Kashmir. He also went on to applaud the efforts of the security forces and the local administration for successfully conducting the multi-phased DDC elections. And time for a short break here. More news and updates will continue on the other side. Do stay with us.
The preamble in the Constitution has been amended only once till now. The words socialist, secular and integrity were added to the preamble through the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Earlier, in the Kesavanand Bharati case in 1973, the Supreme Court had ruled that preamble is part of the Constitution. Hence, the legislature can amend it.
Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Wednesday held her 15th pre-budget consultations with leading economists. With this, she concluded her pre-budget meetings for the forthcoming Union Budget 2021-22. The Finance Minister chaired the meetings from 14th of December to the 23rd. More than 170 invitees representing 9 stakeholder groups participated in the pre-budget consultations. These included experts from the financial and capital markets, health, education and rural development, water and sanitation, trade union and labor organization, industry, services and trade, infrastructure, energy and climate change, agriculture and agro-processing industry, industrialists and also the economists. The experts made several suggestions for the upcoming union budget. They also lauded the government's efforts in flattening the COVID-19 curve and a strong economic recovery in the second quarter of 2020-21. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman assured them of considering suggestions carefully while preparing the budget 2021-22. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the centenary celebrations of the Vishwa Bharati University in Shanti Niketan on Thursday via video conferencing. Founded by Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore in 1921, Vishwa Bharati is among the oldest central universities in the country. In May 1951, it was declared a central university and an institution of national importance by an act of parliament. The Prime Minister is the Chancellor of the university. The Governor of West Bengal, Jagdeep Dhankar, and Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank will also be present on the occasion. Science and Technology Minister Dr. Harshvardhan on Wednesday inaugurated the Global Indian Scientists and Technocrats Meet. The meeting is organized as a part of the India International Science Festival 2020. Speaking on the occasion, the minister pointed out that India is blessed with a large and vibrant scientific diaspora spread across the globe who have made outstanding contributions in the progress of the country they reside in. The minister pointed out that many of the global challenges can be effectively addressed through science and technology.
Many of the challenges that the world is facing today, from climate change, food security, energy, to poverty reduction, can be effectively addressed only through science and technology. No country can address these challenges in isolation. Such challenges need to be addressed through cooperation, particularly seamless scientific and technological cooperation.
India successfully conducted the first Army version test of state-of-the-art medium-range surface-to-air missile from a defense facility off the coast of Odisha on Wednesday. This most advanced sleek missile has been developed by the Defense Research and Development Organization in a joint collaboration with Israel. The missile is designed to provide the armed forces with air defense capability against a variety of airborne targets at medium ranges. Lauding the efforts of DRDO, Defense Minister Narendrasingh said that India has attained a high level of capability in the indigenous design and development of advanced weapon systems. A look now at the latest COVID-19 numbers in the country. India continues to maintain the trend of steadily declining COVID-19 cases. 23,950 new daily cases were reported in the past 24 hours, taking the tally to over 1,99,000. India's active caseload remained below 3 lakh, accounting for only 2.86% of the total positive cases in the country. With 26,895 new recoveries in the same period, India continues to report more daily recoveries than the daily new cases. The total number of recoveries have crossed 96,63,000. The national recovery rate has further improved to 95.69%. With 331 new deaths also reported in the last 24 hours, the total death toll now stands at 1,46,444. The total death toll in the country now stands at 1,46,444. The COVID-19 case fatality rate stands at 1.45%. The total tests in the country have crossed 16.42 crore, with 10,98,000 tests conducted in the last 24 hours. Among states, Kerala continues to report the highest daily cases at 6,049, followed by Maharashtra with 3,106 new cases. And that's it from us in this bulletin. But before we leave, we once again appeal to all our viewers to stay safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. Wear face masks, wash hands and face regularly, and maintain physical distancing while stepping outside. Remember, these simple precautions are all that it takes to defeat the ongoing pandemic. Take care, good night, and thank you very much for your time.